Hello. I've returned from the dead. She's back. 21 Pilots is doing things, okay? We're here to discuss next semester. That song is just amazing. I actually recorded my reaction to it. I may include clips of that in this video. I was flabbergasted, needless to say. I have many things I could say about this song. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing a full kind of deep dive of the lyrics because it's rough, but I'm just so glad that they've returned to like actually lyrics that I'm really interested in and that like take you somewhere, because I just feel like I found it so hard to connect with the Scaled and Icy lyrics, and oh my gosh, they just do it so well. But I think it's really interesting the way the song's written, because I've always kind of said that like people talk about how good Taylor Swift is at songwriting, for example, and also 21 Pilots, but they're good at songwriting for two very different reasons. And I almost feel like next semester is like a Taylor Swift style of good songwriting, because I feel like what 21 Pilots has done well in the past is explaining concepts and like getting you to know what they're thinking, and like it's just a whole mash of like ideas. And but then what Taylor Swift does is she takes an experience and she describes that so that you can feel the experience rather than exploring a concept, if that makes sense. And that's what I think this song is. It's taking you into this point in time, and it's like there are actually, speaking of Taylor Swift, this song is the Out of the Woods of 21 Pilots. There are so many parallels between those two songs. Like the I Remember being like repeated over and over again, which works so well in a song. I mean, I can see why they both use it. I'm a huge fan of Out of the Woods, so I'm super happy about this. And you can just see it's the repeating of the I remember and the like fast pace, because it's like you're feeling the anxiety of the moment and the just like flashbacks, and it works so well as a song structure. Yeah, but those two songs, they just take you into a moment, and it's like you don't get the full context all at once, but it's like it brings you like you're running along. And I was watching the Brad Taser music reaction to this because we love him. He hates 21 Pilots, but we love him. And he was saying, 21 Pilots does a lot of that stuff where they have a really like happy beat, and then they're talking about something really intense and sad. And he was like, this is just taking this to a whole new level, like it's kind of unlistenable at this point. And I see where he's coming from, but I feel like this song is approaching that from almost a different perspective, because it's not like, oh my gosh, silly goofy, I'm gonna talk about my depression kind of vibes. It's like, it's cathartic of an experience. It's like it's meant to be screamed to like process it, and the fast pace is what's making you feel like the anxiousness and the pulling you into the moment. It's very intentional, and it's not trying to be a juxtaposition. It's like the happy, I don't even know if you'd say happy, but the like fast paced beat is what pulls you into the moment. I think that the second song on an album is just as important as the first song in terms of how the album is structured and making an experience out of an album. And so when I saw that the next single was going to be the second song, I took that as a very good sign. And originally I was like, does this work so well as a second song to overcompensate? Because I love it as a song, but I kind of feel like it could have been like, it doesn't have to be the second song. Like, kind of could be later on the album. And obviously I have not heard the album yet, so who's to say? But that's what I was originally thinking. But actually, the more I've thought about it, the more I'm like, it kind of works perfectly with Overcompensate, to like, because I feel like it has everything that Overcompensate was missing. Like, when I heard it overcompensate, I was so excited. It's great. It's like setting the scene. This is gonna be an album for the fans. It's callbacks. It's just laying it all out there for the lore, and it set the scene so well. But what it was missing was building up hype. I mean, it kind of did that, but overcompensate is not the kind of song that you're gonna be like, yeah, 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 you know, in the same way that you will to Next Semester, you know. And the main thing that I thought that song was missing was emotion. Like, and that's not what that song was meant for. Like, that's not what the purpose that it needed to serve. But I think that 21 Pilots is so good with emotion and making you feel the emotion within the song. And I feel like that was really missing in Scaled and Icy, and it was missing in Overcompensate, you know? But Next Semester, it brings the emotion in a way that is rare, even in like 21 Pilots discography. Like, that song is just filled with, you just feel it, you know? And bringing back the uke. Oh my gosh, that was another thing I wanted to see in this album, was bring back the uke. And it's a baritone ukulele, so it's a bit different, but I actually prefer it. It works so well. At the end, it was like a Cave Town song. I was like, why is Cave Town here? Like, I did not expect to see you here. Beyond excited. I've heard people talking about how it doesn't really bring new lore, and I think it's true that it doesn't bring new lore, but it very much sits within the lore. Like, it has a home within the Trench kind of Dima universe. Like, the yellow dashes on the street, you know, it very much relates. And in the music video, he's like addressing the people out of Dima. Yeah, and there are the posters on the wall and everything. It's very much situated within the universe, and the car is a big imagery that's come up a lot. Even like back earlier, like before Dima, like self-titled and everything. Another thing was the references to like previous works. This song, I just feel like it's their entire discography plus like made fresh and new into one song. Like, I don't even know how they did it. Like, there are bits that sound like self-titled, and there are bits that sound like Vessel, and there are bits that sound like Trench and Blurry Face and even Scaled and Icy, all in one song somehow. And it sounds like new. Like, I went back and I was listening to Trench today, and I was like, this almost sounds dated now compared to Next Semester. And there are a lot of references, I think particularly to the Heavy Duty Soul and the Jumpsuit music videos. Like, the imagery of just standing in the middle of the road, Heavy Duty Soul, or like standing in the middle of the river and Trench, and seeing the yellow, seeing the yellow flowers, or like seeing Josh, and then something like snaps you out of it, and it's like, kid, get out of the road. I think that's really cool. And it's like, I think what's really interesting about it is that it's something so like simple and not complicated. Like, it's just somebody just saying, get out of the road, you know. It's not made to be a big deal, but it is a big deal, you know, which I think was really beautiful symbolism. Oh, and the tour announcement too. How will I survive a 21 Pilots show? I don't know. But yeah, this song just feels like the perfect thing for now. Like, I swear everything that I said I wanted from this album has already been given to us. I feel like it's probably going to be my favourite song on the album. Like, if there's a better song than this, I will be surprised. But Paladin Strait is like almost 6 or 7 minutes long, which is scary. Like, that's terrifying. That's the length of 2 songs. That one's gonna tear the whole clique apart, I know that. And I get to hear these songs live. Next Semester is a song that's made to be heard live. I stand by that. You see that in the music video? It's our song. Like, this is our band, this is our song. Just like the whole structure of the song, it's meant to be shouted, you know? And I love that they did that for us. Oh yes, another thing I had to say, this feels like a very quintessentially 21 Pilots songs. Like, the themes that it explores are very common themes within their songs. Like, the theme of cycles and like how it keeps going back to I remember and like seeing the moment, and in the music video you see it keeps repeating and it's like this cycle of like falling and rising will always be going on, and it's not something that you can change, and you can't. That's why I think that the ending won't be so clear. Like, this is not something that you can conquer, but you can like learn to get better at the cycle every time that you do it. And you see that in the music video with it keeps coming round, and he just learns how to like dodge, and he wears his mask, and it gets better, you know, even if it doesn't stop. Yes, and I think there's a big theme of, in all 21 Pilot songs, of there's always hope, you know? And I think we see that in the song with like the yellow dashes in the street. It's like when he's in this, like, the worst moment where he's just like, I prayed those lights would take me home, you know? I don't want to be here. And he just sees the yellow dashes on the street, and it's not even a big thing. Like, he's not even really paying attention to them, but he notes that they're there. Or like in Jumpsuit, the yellow flowers on the ground. It's like there's always, and you know, yellow is the symbol of hope and of community in this universe, and it's always there, you know, in whatever they do. There's like the simple things, and it's the kid get out of the road that's just like a simple phrase that's just makes all the difference, you know? And the themes of cycles are just all throughout their music, and there are just so many comparisons I could make to so many other songs from their discography to this song. I just feel like Clancy really is the album where we're recapping everything and we're polishing it off, which I think is so beautiful, and I'm so excited to hear what comes next. Yeah, I think that's all. Okay. So I'm gonna watch next semester. I'm recording my reaction because for Overcompensate I did it and I kind of regretted it. I kind of wish I could have watched my reaction or put it somewhere. But we're gonna watch it. It's 7:30 a.m. I have to leave for uni at 7:50. And it was my birthday yesterday. Just setting the scene. And I woke up and this was in my feed. So here we go. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. No. Oh my gosh. And they just announced Clancy World Tour and they're coming to Auckland. Certain things. Oh my gosh, she's wearing. I was wearing the yellow dashes in the street. I prayed those lights would take me home. Then I heard, this is so good. Get out of the road. Can't feel my legs. This is the part. I might suffocate. What I was wearing, the yellow dashes in the street. I prayed those lights would take me home. Then I heard, I can't get out of the road. Oh, I love this. emotion. That's gonna be me. Wait, this is gonna be Cape Town.
Start fresh with a new year.
Oh my gosh, I just realized that. No, this is everything I ever wanted. Oh my goodness. No, wait, that's literally... Guys, this whole time I've been complaining 21 Pilots has so good at build up and emotion, and that was just missing in Scales and Icy. And overcompensate, I feel like kind of it was amazing, but it was missing that emotion, and this has really got that. I've literally been talking about that this whole time. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to listen to it again. Oh, thank you for coming with me.